Good evening everyone and welcome to Channel 784 News. Today's headlines are filled with surprises, so let's get right to them. We've got stories about pranksters planting purple pumpkins, a mysterious machine causing mayhem in Midtown, an industrial park reminder not to feed the bears, and a new mayor who has appointed a cat as the new chief of police. Plus, computer scientists have discovered a robot revolution, mermaids have released an official statement calling for peace, and a supermarket has claimed to be selling invisible apples. For more on these stories and more, stay tuned. But first, let's check in with Anna with the weather.
Good morning, I'm Anna with your weather update. Let's begin in Winfield, a cozy town known for its old-time charm. Here we have a thunderstorm with temperatures ranging from 36 to 86. Then we move on to Four Oaks, where the locals are known for their independent spirit. It looks like we have thunderstorms here with temperatures ranging from 41 to 66. We continue to Whiskeytown, a quaint little hamlet with a spirited past. Rainy weather is expected here, with temperatures ranging from 39 to 73. Next we go to Jeromesville, a quaint little village with a simple way of life. Rainy weather is to be expected here, with temperatures ranging from 33 to 95. Our last stop is Abbeville, a charming and peaceful village. Windy weather is expected here, with temperatures ranging from 34 to 46. Well, that's it for our weather update. Stay dry and safe, everyone, and that's all the time we have. Back to you, Bob, with today's top stories.
Recently in the town of Pines, some cheeky pranksters have been having a bit of fun at the town's expense. The mysterious Pines pranksters have been planting purple pumpkins all around the city's common areas, adding a splash of color to the autumn scenery. Locals have had a good-natured response to the pranksters' mischief, and many of them have been spotted taking photos of the pumpkins and sharing them on social media. The Pines pranksters' actions have resulted in a small, but growing, online fan club. Mayor Scott Henderson has also found a lot of humor in the pranksters' antics, telling the Pines Post that, "It's nice to see some fun, positive things going on in town." The purple pumpkins really bring some unexpected cheer to the community. The pranksters' act of civil disobedience may have local authorities scratching their heads, but at least people of Pines can agree that a purple pumpkin field is infinitely better than an actual law-breaking controversy. If the Pines pranksters happen to move on to a new location, know that the residents of Pines will miss the added pop of color and the joy that comes with it in their town. Midtown was in chaos yesterday as a mysterious mechanical device caused mayhem throughout the area. The strange contraption had been spotted moving through the streets, causing traffic to come to a halt and sending people running for safety. Witnesses reported seeing a large, bulky vehicle with no driver at the wheel, weaving in and out of traffic and narrowly avoiding pedestrian walkways. Its loud and obnoxious engine made it difficult to identify what kind of vehicle it was, though some were certain that it wasn't a car or truck. Local law enforcement scrambled to contain the potential danger and put an end to the chaos. The machine ended up crashing into a parked car, bursting into flames and exploding into pieces. Fortunately, no one was injured in the blast, but the damage was considerable and the cost of repairs is expected to be immense. The origin and purpose of the mysterious machine remain a mystery. Police are currently searching for a suspect, though no description has been released. Many people are questioning whether the vehicle was even a real machine, pointing to the possibility that this could have all been a malicious prank or an act of vandalism. Whatever the cause, Midtown will be dealing with the aftermath of this mysterious machine's mayhem for some time. Here's hoping that justice is served swiftly and the perpetrator is brought to justice. Residents of the industrial park are being reminded once again that feeding the bears is strictly prohibited. Despite ongoing warnings and reminders, some people have ignored the rules and continue to feed the bears, leading to an increase in bear sightings around the park. It is important to typically understand that bears are wild animals, and they are dangerous when they become accustomed to humans. Unfortunately, visitors to the industrial park have disregarded the warnings, resulting in unsafe conditions for both humans and bears. Not only has this situation created a public safety hazard, but it is also having a negative impact on the local bear population. The bear's behavior has changed significantly due to their increased interaction with humans, leading to an increased risk of bear-human conflict. Not only is this unacceptable, but it is also illegal to feed the bears in the industrial park. This practice can result in fines and other legal penalties, as well as disrupt a bear's natural foraging instincts, alter its diet, or increase its dependence on human-provided food sources. In conclusion, it is essential for all residents and visitors of the industrial park to remember that feeding the bears is not an authorized or safe activity. Doing so can have serious consequences to both humans and bears and must be avoided. The citizens of Meowtown were shocked to hear the news that their newly elected mayor had appointed their town's resident pet cat, Mitz McGuffypaws, as chief of police. It seems that Mayor Percy felt so confident in McGuffypaw's ability to lead the Meowtown police force that he didn't even bother to conduct a proper search for the job. Instead, he went straight to his own backyard and appointed a creature that is completely unqualified for the task. Not only does McGuffypaws lack any understanding of the law and proper police procedures, but it also appears that she's never even operated a radio or dash cam. How can such a creature be expected to effectively manage any kind of serious police force? The mayor's decision has already raised eyebrows among citizens and law enforcement experts, who are questioning why the mayor would appoint a pet cat when there are plenty of more qualified candidates in the area. It's clear that McGuffypaws was chosen simply because of her relationship with the mayor and not because of her merits as a law enforcement professional. At the end of the day, it looks like the residents of Meowtown are stuck with an unqualified and completely unsuitable chief of police. It's a sad day for law enforcement in the town and a reminder of just how important it is for elected officials to make responsible decisions. In an unprecedented move, the world's mermaid population issued an official statement today, calling for peace. In the unexpected announcement, the mermaids expressed deep concern about the current state of the world and pleaded for peace and patience from all sides. We can no longer ignore the tension and unrest that has been escalating around the world, the statement read. We must put aside our differences and seek common ground to reach a peaceful resolution. The statement focused on the power of unity and solidarity, emphasizing the need for humans, mermaids, and all other creatures of the world to work together in order to create a more peaceful and prosperous future. The response from around the world has been overwhelmingly positive. As a species, we share a deep connection with our underwater sisters, said one environmental activist. It is extremely encouraging to see them taking such a strong stance in favor of peace. The statement has caused a ripple effect in the global community, inspiring individuals, organizations, and nations to take action in favor of peace and mutual understanding. It is evident that the mermaids have provided much-needed courage, strength, and hope during a time of great turmoil and strife. We owe these magical creatures a debt of gratitude and must continue to strive for peace and unity throughout the world. An Oxford computer scientist has recently discovered something that has long been feared by many, a so-called robot revolution. The scientist insists that this revolutionary change will allow for the further development of artificial intelligence and robotics, although many are concerned about what this could mean for humanity. The rise of robots could mean the end of life as we know it, as many jobs and industries are at risk of becoming obsolete. Many fear that machines could take precedence over people, and eventually humans would not be allowed to compete with robots. For example, thousands of factory jobs could easily be replaced by robots, eliminating the need for human labor. On another note, robots could also surpass human intelligence, becoming the rulers of our world. The computer scientist has stated that the main aim of this development is to further technology in ways humanity never thought possible, thus leading to a better future. Yet, many have argued that this research is fraught with danger, and could have dramatic consequences if not handled correctly. The possible advantages of a robot revolution should not be dismissed, yet there are also several potential drawbacks and hazards that need to be addressed. Ultimately, it is clear that this robot revolution could be highly beneficial, yet there remain several unanswered questions about the possible repercussions for our society. Until these issues are resolved, the scientists' findings should be carefully mixed with caution and skepticism. A supermarket in New York City has announced an amazing new breakthrough. For the first time, customers have the opportunity to purchase invisible apples. The store claims that these apples have the same flavor and nutrition as regular apples, but don't take up any physical space in your refrigerator. The store manager, Carl Weissman, said, "We are beyond excited to be the first to offer invisible apples to our customers. Not only do they offer the same level of nutrition as regular apples, but they also save you the hassle of having to take up precious refrigerator and pantry space with a bulky, physical item." The technology behind the invisible apples is quite simple. They are created using a specialized printing process that allows them to retain their nutrition and flavor without needing to take up any physical space. As a result, everyone has the chance to consume all of the health benefits without having to worry about taking up space in their house. Customers are thrilled with the new product, many remarking that it is changing the way they live. No longer are they buying produce and throwing half of it out because it's gone bad before they can consume it. Now they can buy just what they need and save money. All in all, this new technology is amazing and certainly something to be excited about. A trip to the supermarket just got a whole lot easier and healthier, thanks to invisible apples. Now that our viewers have had a chance to hear from those affected by the Pines pranksters planting purple pumpkins, let's get to the debate portion of our program, as we hear from Mike Krockhauser and Ellie Donahue, both staunch advocates on either side of this issue. We have Mike in support of the prank and Ellie opposing it. Let's hear what they have to say. Thank you, Mike Krockhauser and Ellie Donahue, for delivering such an insightful debate segment. Now let's move on to our sports segment, where we'll discuss the upcoming playoffs. Stay tuned. The latest new sport taking the world by storm is laserball, but does this activity really have what it takes to make it in the sports arena? It's true that laserball has become very popular over the last few months. Competitions have popped up in cities around the country, with organized teams gathering on the weekends to play this high-tech game. But while it can be exciting to watch, and the modern technology involved is certainly appealing, there are some major drawbacks to laserball that make it an unappealing long-term option for competitive sports. First, the equipment itself is extremely expensive. You need multiple sensors and laser guns, and the price can easily soar into the thousands of dollars, making it virtually inaccessible to those without the means to buy. Second, the safety of the players is also a huge concern. The laser beams used in the game can be extremely dangerous, and there's a real possibility of injury if players aren't careful. This could prove to be a major stumbling block for the sport, as people are generally averse to activities that come with potential health risks. Finally, there's the issue of the skill gap. Knowledge of tactics, strategy, and awareness of your environment, which is essential in many sports, simply isn't necessary in laserball. This means that no matter how good you are, you can never get better, and the overall level of competition around the game will remain stagnant. All of this suggests that laserball may be a short-term trend, not a long-term fixture in the sports world. While it's easy to see why it has become so popular so quickly, the lack of depth and the cost of equipment will likely mean it fades away just as quickly. Football fans everywhere are celebrating the rise of mono football, an exciting and increasingly popular form of the sport. Mono football is similar to regular football, but with one key difference: instead of 11 players a side, it's played with just one. While that might seem to make it a less complex version of the game, the reality is that mono football can actually be more challenging. With only one player, tactics become even more important. Players must be keenly aware of their environment and how their opponent is likely to adjust to maximize their chances of scoring. During each game, players must demonstrate both a dedication to technical skill and a sharp footballing mind. This combination of focus and technique is the reason why mono football has become so popular in both competitive and recreational circles. Participants must be self-reliant and have a deep understanding of the game if they want to do well. The sport's competitive success is increasingly visible as well. It's now being played professionally across a range of countries and reaching new heights as more and more teams join in. Prizes and prize money have become an increasingly larger incentive for players as the sport continues to create competitive opportunities and gain recognition. Mono football has also caught the eye of the sporting world. Professional footballers and coaches alike have praised the sport. They see it as a great way of challenging their abilities and making sure they keep sharp. It's even becoming a popular form of exercise for those looking to keep their minds sharp. As the popularity of mono football continues to grow, so too will its success. It's already proving to be an exciting and challenging form of the sport, and there's undoubtedly still a lot of surprises and excitement to come. Football lovers everywhere should be celebrating the rise of mono football as it continues to break records. Thank you for tuning in to Channel 784's news program. I'm Bob Connor, wishing you a good evening, and until next time, stay safe.